Welcome back to my channel for some cleaning and decluttering motivation. Honestly, the house wasn't looking too bad from a tidiness standpoint, but the exciting part about that is that we can spend less time tidying and more time doing some deeper cleaning projects that we don't always get to. I figured that in today's voiceovers, I would talk about some of the ways that decluttering has really changed and improved our lives as a family. So clean with me, declutter with me, and let's talk about all the good that has come from my throwing it all out journey this year. Can you say hi?
Hi,
Say, I'm Sutton.
I'm Sutton.
The first room that we're working on today is the living room. So we live in a 1,100 square foot home and we have 2 kids. We have a basement that we finished a portion of to create a playroom for them, but the majority of the time we are upstairs as a family. The kids' bedrooms are not big enough to house their toys, so we have toys in our living space. And something that has really helped to keep the toy clutter down is doing a toy rotation system and, of course, regularly going through what they have and donating what they aren't using anymore. Toy clutter used to absolutely take over our living room. It was so stressful for me and for all of us, and I have found the kids play so much better having less toys available to them and rotating them out, so it always feels like they have something new. It is so much easier to keep our living area clean now, and it literally is like a 5 to 10 minute tidy up at the end of the night on most nights, which is so freeing. I feel like I've gained back so much time. I was missing a couple of toys, so I wanted to see if they were in the couch, but while I took it apart, I also noticed that it was filthy in there, so we're going to vacuum out the couch. There's this little pocket on the side of the couch that every once in a while things fall down in here. Usually this is where we find our remote if we lose it, but it's really hard to reach in, and I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of cars down there. I know the next morning. First of all, do you see all of this that I pulled out of the couch? It's crazy. But second, I actually cut myself doing this, so maybe don't try this at home. Something about decluttering that I don't hear a ton of people talk about is time. I've started to really judge whether or not I need something based on my time. Like, is it worth my time to keep this item, or is it worth my time to buy this item? I used to spend so much time just tidying up my house, and I'd turn around and it would be messy again. Now we have 2 kids, we're busy, there will always be messes to clean, but when you have an overabundance of things, it's so much harder to maintain a tidy space, and therefore you're going to spend so much time just trying to clean it up. And I don't know about you guys, but a messy space triggers anxious feelings for me. It was a constant cycle of feeling anxious, looking at the mess and not even knowing where to begin to clean it, tidying up, only for it to be messy again. So if there is any motivation for you to get your house decluttered, think of all the time that you could earn back in your day-to-day life. It's truly life-changing. And I am just loving the fact that now that I'm not spending so much of my time tidying up, putting things back, shoving things into drawers, I can do some of the other cleaning projects that were neglected. So like cleaning vents, cleaning walls, cleaning under my stove, cleaning under my dishwasher. I have been just loving this new era of having less stuff and being able to do more of a deep dive into other areas of my life. Sutton drank so much water the night before that he peed through his overnight diaper, which has never happened in his entire life. So I had to strip his bed and wash all of that this morning, and then I was putting his bed back together in hopes that he would take a nap. But while I was doing this, I happened to notice that underneath and behind his crib was looking really yucky. There was just some stuff that had fallen back there, but it was also very dusty. I feel like the camera barely picks it up, but there was just a lot of stuff back there, so I wanted to get that cleaned out while I was thinking about it. I hit my arm on the door. I just kept getting hurt on this day. So I said, ow, and Sutton ran and grabbed me a Band-Aid, and I thought that was so cute. And I thought he was going to put it on my arm, but he put it on my hand instead. He didn't quite understand what happened, but it was just really sweet that he did that. But now we're going to get my robot vacuum going, and then while that's running, I'm going to start decluttering underneath our bathroom vanity. I cannot imagine at this point what it would be like to have more than one bathroom. This is it for us. So we have to be strategic about what we store in here. And that's another thing about decluttering. You have to live within the space that you have. You simply cannot buy everything you want, because where are you going to store it? I used to have a double vanity and I had so much stuff that I never used, and I think it was simply because I had the space to store it. Now I have to be a lot more mindful about what I'm purchasing and what I'm keeping, and that is definitely helpful for keeping clutter down, but also for my finances. I have enough razors for probably like a year of my life at this point. I'm on a subscription with Athena Club, which I've been doing for years, and I didn't realize I had so many, so I need to pause that for a little bit because I am good for quite some time. I feel like I always forget to switch them out, so while I was filming this, I went ahead and switched my razor out, so if you need to do that as well, make sure you do that. Because I have to be so careful about what I'm keeping and the items in my home, that means the stuff that I do have is good and it works and it's worth my time and my storage space. So we're going to talk about something I won't be decluttering today, and that is my Dermaclara occlusion patches, and I have a special discount to share with you guys as well. So I wanted to come out into my kitchen where I had a little bit better lighting so that I could talk about these with you guys. These were in my drawers in the bathroom, and these are my Dermaclara patches. I have the forehead ones, I have the neck ones, and then I also have the eyes and mouth. And this is one of those things that I saw it. I've seen other influencers talking about it. I did not really understand what it was, but I knew that I wanted to try it. I was just really curious, but I was truly not expecting for them to work as well as they do. I think it was like my third day using them. I had to FaceTime my friend because I was using like the forehead one, and I took some before shots the first time I used it, since I knew I was going to be working with Dermaclara. And I actually had to show her the before shot and then myself on day 3, like raising my eyebrows to show her how insane the difference was. I could not believe it. I like needed to show somebody else immediately. So I am a true believer in these. I can speak from experience. I think I'm on day 9 today of using the forehead patch, and I have noticed such a huge difference. So if you've never heard of these before, they are 100% medical grade silicone patches, and they're clinically proven to treat things like scars, stretch marks, wrinkles. So I will put up on the screen my before of my forehead area because you guys have to see this. It's actually crazy. And then I'm going to put up my after, and I think I'll film that tomorrow morning, so that'll be day 10 of me using these. You can use these ones up to 30 times. I think some of the different patches for different areas have a different number of times you could use them, but you really want to take good care of them to make sure that you get the most out of them. So I have the patch prep, and this really helps just to keep them in good condition. So to use the patch prep, you spray like 1 to 2 pumps on the adhesive side of the silicone after you use it, and that just helps to clean it, remove dead skin or oil or anything like that, and then you rinse it under warm water, you let it air dry, and then when it's all dry, you put it back onto the reusable backing card. This is my forehead one. Like I said, I have been using this, so this one's probably looking a little wonky at this point, but it's still in really good condition. It's very adhesive. I haven't had any problems with it, so I will absolutely not be decluttering these. I love them so much, and the results truly speak for themselves. Dermaclara's silicone patches use something called occlusion technology, which helps to stimulate collagen production, encourage hydration, and promote healing. These won't just treat wrinkles and stretch marks, these can actually help prevent them. They also help your skincare products sink deeper into your skin, making them more effective. I'm so excited about these. The results so far are so promising, and right now, using my code Catherine and my link, you can get 20% off plus up to 30% off already discounted products for up to 50% off. So be sure that you check that out, and I just want to say a big thank you to Dermaclara for partnering with me on this week's video. So moving back into the bathroom, I went through all of the drawers, I consolidated everything I could, and now I'm going through my son's bath toys. I needed to get rid of a couple of these. There were like broken bath crayons, and then there was a duck that was full of water and probably also full of mold, so I had to get rid of that. And then I will shove that back under the vanity here. Again, this is our only bathroom, so we have to be kind of creative about the way that we store things. But now I'm going through all of the items that I kind of took out, and just figuring out what I can keep and what I can get rid of. We're also going to clean off the vanity, but it ends up looking so much better in here. Like I said, cannot imagine what it would be like to have more than one bathroom. And sometimes I think about this when I'm going through an area like this. This is our one and only vanity. So if we ever move and we have a bigger house and we have more than one bathroom and a double vanity, it is going to look so empty because we just don't have very much stuff at this point. And here's everything I decluttered out of the bathroom. Some of it is just to declutter, some of it's trash, and some of it is recycling. But for now, I'm throwing it all into a trash bag, and I will go through that later when I'm done filming. My husband has this big first aid kit that I think he got from work, and I noticed it was looking disgusting next to the vanity, so I wanted to pull it out so I could clean back there and then clean off the first aid kit. Now, I personally never use this first aid kit, and if it were up to me, I would declutter it, but I think he would be upset because for some reason he loves this thing. He's at that age right now where he might nap, but he also might not nap. He's been in his crib for a good 45 minutes and he's still rolling around in there, very much awake, and he keeps saying, "Mommy, where are you?" So I don't have the heart to leave him in there anymore. He's not like crying or anything, but he's just not gonna sleep. So we will be filming the rest of this video with him today, and I guess we'll see how that goes. Before I grab him though, I've been kind of collecting things from around the house, so that's everything I'm decluttering from the bathroom. And then this is just random stuff I found as I've been cleaning. So I am going to declutter this truck. He loves this truck, but it's broken. There's also trash on it. The wheel is broken off and it's just not fixable. So yeah, I'm going to declutter this before I get him, because if he sees me get rid of it, he's gonna be really upset.
Who's that?
Oh, Munchkins? I don't know if we have any left. You want Munchkins though? Munchkins? Unfortunately for Sutton, we did not have any Munchkins left. You can see the empty box actually right there on my nightstand because he had finished them off that morning. He is obsessed with Dunkin' Donuts Munchkins, which obviously is not like the healthiest thing in the world, but you guys know that we've really struggled with Sutton's eating. He's just not a big eater and he absolutely loves Munchkins. So when we've had a couple of days where he's refused to eat anything, we do get him a box of Munchkins and he certainly enjoys those. But anyway, I wanted to quickly make my bed and then we're gonna move on to the kitchen. I had a box from Amazon and this was just batteries for my camera. And so I'm unboxing that, and then I'm getting rid of all of the recycling, kind of tidying up this part of the counter. It was looking a little bit cluttered, and then we're gonna move on to doing dishes. Going right now, so it's loud, but sometimes when you guys see me rinsing my dishes and then putting them in the dishwasher, I get questions about why I do that, and I wanted to share exactly why I do that by removing, sorry it's so dark, the filter. Okay, ready for this? So I have taken this out probably one other time before, and we have had this dishwasher since 2021, I believe it was like end of 2021 maybe when we got this, and it's not even very dirty at all. I have seen these things look like they are growing limbs. It is sickening to think about my dishes being washed in something that looks disgusting. So rinsing my dishes and not running them through the dishwasher with a bunch of food caked on them is the reason why it looks like this. In the spirit of spring cleaning, I am going to wash it off, even though it barely needs it. So on this dining room table right now, these are all the things I had just kind of collected around the house as I was cleaning up. So found them under the couch or under furniture behind Sutton's crib. So I'm just going through everything and figuring out what is trash and then what are like little pieces of toys that need to get put back with the toy that they belong to and all that. Honestly, a lot of it was trash, so I was able to get rid of quite a bit. If something has fallen behind the crib or it's been under the couch and it's been there for months and no one has asked for it, then at that point I'm probably just going to get rid of it because nobody is missing it. And one more space I wanted to quickly pick up was our entryway table. If you guys watch my channel, you know we tend to just like put stuff down here and walk away. So I wanted to quickly get everything back wherever it belongs and then wipe down the dining room table and the island. I am sure that a lot of moms can relate to this, but my house is just never going to be fully picked up, and I've come to accept that. I've been cleaning all day, but you can see there are still toys out, there's still messes, and that's fine with me. Our houses are meant to look lived in. We're not in a phase of our lives where we can have completely bare, cleaned off countertops. There's always going to be footballs and basketballs and cars on the floor for us to trip over, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I feel like these last 6.5 years of us having small kids has flown by so fast, and I'm going to miss this phase of my life so immensely someday. I embrace all of the mess my kids leave behind. I love seeing their little toys on the floor. Someday I'll have a clean home all the time, and I'll be sad about it.
I saw you from across the room. When our eyes met,
I noticed that underneath our toaster oven, there was a lot of crumbs and dust, so I moved that over so I could clean that up, and then I also wanted to clean off our stovetop, and I always use the pink stuff to do this, and a sponge. It works so well, and my stovetop always looks shiny and beautiful and brand new after I finish using this. I had noticed that one of my kitchen cabinets was looking a little bit cluttered, and it's not because there was stuff in here that we don't need or don't use. It was just because it was put back kind of improperly, so I just wanted to go through it, fix it up, and get everything back where it belongs.
from the other side, would you stay another night? 'Cause I don't know you better.
So just kind of like cleaning random stuff around the house, but I just want to acknowledge the fact that as I've been cleaning today, I've been kind of trying to just find any clutter that I could get rid of, collecting random things, putting them in piles, and then going through them. And I really thought I would have a lot more in this trash bag right now. A lot of this is just recycling. You feel like the mess in your house is kind of controlling your life and it's causing anxiety for you, and you're feeling like everywhere you turn there's stuff everywhere and you have nowhere to put it, and you're just constantly cleaning up the same messes over and over and over again. Really consider decluttering, because it is insane what it has done to my mindset and just how much better we all feel as a family. Our house used to just be a wreck, and I'm sure you guys know that if you've been watching my channel for a long time. All of my videos, the house was a complete disaster. There was stuff absolutely everywhere. I would spend so much time just trying to find places to put things back and just not having a home for them. My cabinets were full of clutter, the closets were full of clutter, and now we're at a point where I can do deeper cleaning projects because I'm not spending all of my time trying to just tidy up the house, if that makes sense, because there's not stuff everywhere anymore, and it's been such a freeing thing for me. I'm excited to do more deeper cleaning projects in my videos. I really want to pull out the stove. I don't think I can do it on my own, but I want to clean under the stove. I know it's disgusting under there. And anyway, my point is that I feel like decluttering has truly changed our lives in a lot of different ways, and I'm just really proud of myself for that. And now Sutton is screaming because he's excited about the robot vacuum. So with that, I'm gonna stop talking. You'll see me struggle here for a second trying to get this drawer out, and then I googled how to do it because I wasn't sure. I did try to pull the whole stove out, but I just can't do that without my husband. So I pulled the bottom drawer out, and look at all this. There was so much stuff under there and so much dust. So we're going to clean this up now.
When we were young, running from all things at once without thinking twice.
I had to grab my broom to reach back and get everything because I was definitely not going to stick my hand back there. I just live in fear that I'm going to like reach into a space and there's going to be like a mouse or a big spider or something and I'm going to touch it. So the broom it is to grab everything out from under the stove, and then I'll just use my vacuum to suck up all the dust, and I ended up throwing away most of the stuff that I found under the stove. The robot vacuum cannot get all the way under my island here just because of the chairs. It does try, it will climb over the chairs a little bit, but it's just not able to do the best job right up against the island. So I just grabbed my vacuum and cleaned that up real quick. And then I'm also vacuuming under the dishwasher. And if you're wondering why we don't have like a kick plate or whatever it's called, that is because when we were having our kitchen renovated, somebody threw away the kick plate that goes to our dishwasher and we just never got it replaced because it was like $50 or something, which is crazy, and it's upsetting because we already had one, but somebody mistakenly threw it away, and I was hoping that the person who did the renovations would like take accountability for that and they would replace it, but they did not. So we still just don't have one, and I really should just bite the bullet and buy a new one, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. And so stuff gets under the dishwasher, unfortunately. But the next area that we're going to clean is in my bedroom. I noticed that behind my dresser was looking very dusty, and there was a pair of boots back there that shouldn't have been, an old scale. So I grabbed all that, I pushed the dresser out of the way, vacuumed behind there. And then I also noticed that our return air duct that we have in our bedroom was looking very dusty, so I wanted to vacuum that vent off. And I also did the same trick I did in last week's video with a washcloth and a butter knife and used that to run it along all the grates, I guess, of the vent to just make sure I could get as much dust out of there as possible. I probably should just take this off and clean it like in the sink or something, but I wasn't about to do that on this day, so I just did the best I could.
Small city thinking, I get why you left. Small-minded people, sure know how to drink.
Trying to pick up my mattress and clean underneath it is so much work, and our room is not big enough that I can move the whole bed to vacuum underneath it. So instead, I had my son go under the bed and get all the random junk that was in there out, and then I just kind of moved the bed a little bit so I could vacuum behind it. And then after I vacuumed all of this dust that was back here, I laid on the floor and I vacuumed underneath the bed as much as I could. But yeah, I wasn't about to pick up the whole mattress or anything like that when my husband was not home. That just did not sound fun to me. So I did the best that I could, and I think this is good enough for now. And honestly, our robot vacuum goes under the bed and vacuums all the time, so it wasn't too bad. But the only reason why I needed to do this is because of the random stuff. Those are like obstacles for the vacuum, so it's not going to vacuum around those things. So there was still some dust left behind just because there was some junk under the bed that my son was able to get out for me. Now this was probably way harder than it needed to be because I chose to do this without taking the mattress off, but I did go around my bed frame as well and just kind of vacuum it out because there was crumbs and dust. The next thing that we're going to do is fold a load of laundry, and this was Sutton's laundry. I had just run it that day and I wanted to update you guys on my Truly Free laundry detergent. So I recently switched over to Truly Free, and they are a completely non-toxic laundry detergent brand. They also have bathroom products and kitchen cleaning products, but I have not tried those yet, so I can't speak for them. But as for the laundry, I have been loving the new detergent. It smells amazing. I love that it comes with a refillable bottle, so it's better for the environment. And it's just worked really well. Our clothes come out looking super clean. I haven't had any issues. I also feel like I'm using less detergent than I was using before. So far I am very, very happy with all of my Truly Free laundry products, and I feel really good using them because they're completely non-toxic. I have a couple people in my household that have struggled with eczema and other skin issues, and I've actually noticed their skin is looking better ever since switching our detergent. So if you struggle with that, maybe give Truly Free a try. I will have them linked in my description box down below. I also did reach out to them and ask them if they would send me a discount code that I could share with you guys. And so they gave me the code Catherine30, and I believe that saves you 30% off your entire purchase, I want to say. But anyway, if you were interested in trying them out, I will have them linked, and I'll have that like discount code in my description box down below. Not sponsored. I bought this stuff myself. I just asked them if I could get a discount code to share with you guys. I'm going to call today's video done. Sutton has been so good for me today while I've been getting stuff done, but he's just wanting me now. So he's sitting on me and having some pretzels, and I figured that I would end the video face to face. I wanted to remind you guys to make sure that you click the link in my description box to check out Dermaclara. I believe that my code gets you 20% off, but there's already products that are discounted like up to 30% off, so you can get up to 50% off of items on Dermaclara's website. That is all for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it and it gave you some motivation. And if you're new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe and turn your notification bells on so you don't miss any of my future uploads. I feel like I've said everything, but I also always feel like I'm forgetting something. So can you say thank you?
Thank you.
Say thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Say please subscribe.
Subscribe.
Is it hard to talk with pretzels in your mouth?
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you wave and say bye-bye?
Bye-bye.